3 degrees, not much of a relief. Eye on the tropics. This is still a potential tropical cyclone 6. This is not a named storm yet. However, with the center of this and strong winds and heavy rain now affecting the Lesser Antilles, it allows for the issuance of watches and warnings. If this was just an invest, you wouldn't see the watches and warnings. That's kind of why the Hurricane Center a few seasons ago decided to add that PTC classification to these storms. So it is likely, it has the potential to become a named storm. What we're waiting to see is closed circulation at the surface, which we just do not have quite yet. Definitely a broad circulation, but you need more than that for this to be classified as a depression or a storm. So the expectation is that it will become a tropical storm. The big question is going to be during the middle to end of this week with the interaction of land, wind shear, and dry air. So whatever is left of it, if it's able to survive all of that, may start to make its way into the southeastern Gulf. And notice the model trend has been that turn toward Florida. What's going to happen is big ridge of high pressure is what's pushing the storm along. That's going to start to break down once the storm gets toward the Bahamas and southern Florida. And that is why most of the model guidance, and this is in pretty good agreement, has that turn in the break in the ridge, allowing for that motion more toward the eastern Gulf and Florida. But again, we're going to be watching several factors: land interaction, wind shear as the storm is moving over the islands. That may help to rip the storm apart as it tries to get its act together over the islands, continuing into the Gulf. And then notice that wind shear does kind of slacken a bit, which might allow for a little bit more organization of the storm once in the eastern Gulf of Mexico. But that's kind of in the 5 to 7 day envelope for the forecast, and there is very little certainty in that far out. A little bit of uncertainty with the 3 to 5 day, let alone beyond 5 days. So with all of that in consideration, there is still a lot unknown with this storm. However, the trend, and that's what we look for a lot of times, the trend is that this is going to stay well to our east. So more of a typical August forecast. Again, with that high sitting over us, I think